Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's story is one that'll make your heart race, your jaw drop, and your trust in people tremble. It's titled, I Called My Wife and Heard Another Man Laugh Beside Her. The next day, no one was laughing. Buckle up, because this isn't just a story. It's a warning about what happens when love turns into a game of lies and consequences. It started on a Friday night. My wife, Lily, told me she was going to stay at her friend Hannah's place for a girls' movie night. Normally, I wouldn't have thought twice about it, but something fell off. Maybe it was the way she avoided eye contact as she packed her bag, or the way she smiled too quickly when I asked which movies they were watching. It wasn't the first time she'd gone out like this lately, and every time she did, she came home distant, distracted, and cold. I tried to shake it off. I trusted her, or at least I wanted to, but around 11:30 p.m., I found myself staring at my phone, thumb hovering over her contact. Curiosity burned stronger than reason. Finally, I called. It rang twice, then I heard her voice, soft and breathless. Hey, babe. But before I could say anything, I heard it. A deep male laugh in the background. Not from a TV, not from another room. It was close. Very close. My stomach dropped. Where are you? I asked. She hesitated. At Hannah's, why? Another voice muttered something, too muffled to make out, but she shushed him, whispering, Stop, it's him. Then the line went dead. I sat there frozen, phone still in my hand, heart pounding so hard I could hear it echo in my ears. I didn't sleep that night. I just stared at the wall, the truth creeping in inch by inch like poison. The next morning, she came home smiling like nothing had happened. Good morning, she chirped, placing a coffee cup on the table. I looked at her, trying to find guilt in her eyes. But she was calm, too calm. How was the movie? I asked. She smiled faintly. Fun, just a normal night. Something inside me snapped, but I didn't show it. Instead, I smiled back. Glad you had fun. That was the moment I decided. If she wanted to play games, I'd show her how it felt to lose. All day, I acted normal, laughing, talking, even suggesting dinner together that night. She agreed, probably thinking I was still clueless. What she didn't know was that while she was in the shower, I installed a small tracking app on her phone. Nothing illegal, just something to sync her GPS location to mine. That evening, she got dressed up nicely. Too nicely. Babe, I'm meeting Hannah again tonight. She's feeling down, she said casually, applying lipstick in the mirror. I smiled. Sure. Tell her I said hi. The moment she left, I opened the app. Her location showed she was heading downtown. Not to Hannah's neighborhood, but to a small boutique hotel near the river. That was all the proof I needed. I drove there slowly, parked a few streets away, and waited. Sure enough, I saw her get out of her car, dressed in the same black coat I bought her last Christmas. A man was waiting near the entrance, tall, confident, with his hand already reaching for her waist. She laughed, that same laugh she used to save for me, and kissed him before they walked inside together. That kiss, it burned through every ounce of love I still had left. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I called a friend, James, a private investigator I knew from work. He owed me a favor. By midnight, he'd already hacked into the hotel's booking system. The man's name? Ethan Miller. Married. Father of two. The next morning, I woke up early and printed everything. The photos, the receipts, the call logs. I placed them neatly in an envelope and left it on the kitchen counter. She came home around 9 a.m., hair messy, eyes tired, wearing the same coat. When she saw the envelope, her face drained of color. What's this? She asked. I didn't answer. I just looked at her. You tell me. She opened it slowly, her hands trembling. The silence that followed was deafening. She tried to speak, but no words came out. Finally, she whispered, It's not what you think. I laughed bitterly. Oh, then what is it? Because I called you last night, and Ethan's laugh didn't exactly sound like a movie soundtrack. Tears filled her eyes. Please, just let me explain. But I was done listening. I stood up, grabbed my jacket, and said quietly, You'll have plenty of time to explain, to his wife. She got a copy too. Her face went pale. You didn't. Oh, I did, I said. And before you try to lie again, I sent a copy to your parents too. Maybe they'll be proud of how their daughter spends her nights. She collapsed on the floor, sobbing. I didn't feel angry anymore, just empty. I walked out, leaving her crying behind me. But that's not where it ended. That evening, I got a call from Ethan's wife. Her voice was calm, almost too calm. Thank you for telling me, she said. You did the right thing. 2 days later, the news broke. Ethan's company had fired him after the scandal went public. His wife had filed for divorce and taken the kids. And Lily, she tried calling me, texting me, even showing up at my office, begging for forgiveness. But I was already gone, emotionally and legally. The last time I saw her was outside the courthouse. She looked broken, pale, hollow. You ruined my life, she said, her voice trembling. I looked at her coldly. No, Lily, you ruined mine first. Then I turned and walked away. A week later, I heard Ethan had left town. Rumor was his wife's family made sure he never worked in the city again. And Lily? She moved back in with her parents, trying to rebuild a life from the ashes of her own choices. Now, every time I think about that night, the call, the laugh, the silence, I realize how one moment can expose a lifetime of lies. The next day, no one was laughing. Thanks for listening.